Get the full 10 laps in here without any further incidents. Wayne Maxwell taking up his position on the front row of the grid. He has been. Superbikes are go. Good start once again from Wayne Maxwell. Jack Miller hasn't got it off the line as well. Looks like a cracking start also too for Ollie Bayliss. Then Jack Miller in fourth place as they make their way through Pirelli Corner Turn 2 for the first time.
Ollie Bayliss leads it from Maxwell, but it is Ollie Bayliss. Wouldn't he love to win this one? He did beat Wayne Maxwell in Darwin in the second.
Stricken Caterpillar Yamaha being wheeled back to the pits.
Yep, and he's made up a lot of ground front with Maxwell in second.
Carrying a lot of corner speed, Jack Miller through that area of the track. Right behind him is Crew Halliday, not losing anything. Bayliss has run wide, fraction wide again, and Allison said, thank you very much, I'll go up there. So it is two three-time champions at the head of this field.
Out front.
And we know that they're fast. Jack Miller regularly getting over 300 kilometres an hour on that bike that is pretty standard. Miller, look how deep he is on the brakes. The bike's starting to move around everywhere as he goes up the inside of Ollie to take up the running in third position on board.
Times are going to be quick this time out.
I think that's pretty similar to what he did in the first race.
It was. Super quick.
That's not the first person to run wide there this weekend. He tries to get the drive out, and he's also got Ollie Bayliss. He's got a Crew Halliday.
Really hanging on to the back of Maxwell out front. Yeah, and as you say, Halliday's there too. But look at the BMW man now, isn't he?
Remember last year at the end of the season, he finished it off with two podiums.
He's going for it. Oh, he's looking
Park
for
as well. All the Supersport 300s look. These bikes look far more composed.
Well, the tyres make the difference. Miller's closing that gap down again. Allerton there. Bayliss just drifting off a little in the background.
Speaking of drifting, I love the way that he is as deep and late on the brakes as you can get. And he's also fast through those first couple of corners too, how they string together in succession. He was actually
Billy Van Erd's bike, helping Josh Hawke.
Harry Voigt helping Harry out as well.
Absolutely.
Holding down third position at the moment on board bike number 43, behind our champion for 2021, Wayne Maxwell. Glenn Allerton, who would be, apart from the veterans in Michael Edwards and Nathan Spiteri, the next
morning.
I think that could very well be very close to Jack's fastest lap of the weekend.
The rubber and Jack on Michelin. Michelin haven't really been here before, so it's a bit of a guess there.
But it will be once again Troy Herfoss finishing in the top three in the championship, as he has done every year.
Absolutely. Ollie Bayliss seems to have settled down a little bit now. It's good to see. He had a rough couple of first laps.
Tomorrow, the bike that he'll be riding in the World Supersport Championship for Barney Racing here tomorrow. What's the story with Troy Herfoss?
Yes, exactly, Troy. I don't think you told anybody that you the rest of the riding.
Yeah, obviously I'm not out there because it's really painful to ride. I couldn't stop and I went off the track at 200k an hour and into the dirt, and it's just very hard for me.
Because the injuries you're recovering from, I mean, it should have
13 or so weeks since my femur was redone, and it's too early, and I was sometimes.
I think you dodged a bullet anyway with that last race. Thanks for chatting, Troy. You rest up. All right, back to you, Stephen Phil.
Thanks very much, Kate. Yeah, great to hear from Troy Herfoss. The championship, Troy Herfoss will remain in third, especially if it is where Crew Halliday finishes now, because he'll
120. So yeah, I honestly don't think second or third or fourth matters to Herfoss. He only knows shakedown. That's what this weekend's all been about, and he knows that he can do the pace. So when he gets
set a new lap record once again.
Well, why wouldn't you?
151.9 in the a 151.19.
Incredible lap time by by Wayne Maxwell.
And also too, his bike is not as fast as the other Ducatis because Jack Miller's got three.
The areas of the track for him, like he can muscle it around. He's strong. He can use it to perfection. Grid, but disappointing for him. He's back in 8th position at the moment. At least he'll get some points.
Out West is currently holding down 6th place, and he's only 1.9 seconds behind Ollie Bayliss at the moment too. But we have to say once again a massive thanks to Motul. Big crowd this weekend have come to watch him, Josh Hawke, and all the other international guys coming back. But they've also come to win.
It's been a highlight of a weekend really, and it's just showcased how good our guys are as well. Up every Sunday night and watch them race, don't we? So it's good that they're here. It's a bit of payback.
One of him as well too. So it's going to be interesting to see if Arthur can actually get up into that 7th position. Good battle here between. Hasn't been in the rest of the rounds of the championship, but it's great to see Benny Burke back.
Yeah, he's getting faster and faster too, has Benny, for a long time. Good to see.
Also too, that remembering that Jack Miller sitting in third place has his other bike, which he wouldn't have sampled at any stage during this weekend. And yes, they're the same motorcycle, Steve, but they always feel different, don't they?
It's a completely different animal to what Jack's used to. So, he's done really well to do what he's done. But, to do what he's done here this weekend, it's fantastic.
Behind Glenn Allerton, then it is Crew Halliday in 4th place. As we said, will move up into a 3rd place in the championship. Be on a red bike.
He certainly will be, and it's going to be a massive experience for him to head over there. Tracks he doesn't. Him, his dad. They're staying with Davide Tadozzi in the Ravenna area, so he's going to have it all his.
And West. Let's hope we see him back in the championship in 2022 as well.
Yeah, in saying that, he has spin. They'll be right. Ollie Bayliss, you can just hear that. The suspension working there, Phil.
Yeah,
Look at it.
Suspension is working absolute overtime, and so's that Pirelli rear slick as well. Looks like since he's been training on the Avalis that we saw some footage of earlier on, he was always economical with his body, so it doesn't hang off the side of his bike. Have a look at his knee sliders. They actually look brand new every time you see them because he very rarely gets his knee Avali.
Well, that is true.
I think your son wants you to buy an Avali too, Steve, just quietly.
Well, I'm sure he does.
A bit of a gap to Aiden, to Ollie Bayliss in front of him, and also Jed Metcher behind him. But apparently Jed was saying it should be announced in the next week or two, so we'll know more about the expansion of that team. Brock Pearson and also young Max Stouffer, who it's been confirmed this weekend will be riding a Yamaha Superbike next. That will be another privateer Yamaha team on the grid.
Maxwell is just incredible in the opposition.
But he has done a Jorge Lorenzo effort here this weekend, hasn't he? His lap times in lap was a 51.740. That was still faster than anyone else out there on track. Well, through Alpine Stars corner for the final time. There is 18 corners on this, just about. I've still got a fair bit of work to do to try and catch up that in the remaining corners.
Yes.
Great to see.
It's looking pretty close to me.
I think Cruz found a little bit in the second half of this lap.
It's all about, Wayne Maxwell. What a rider. What an inspiration he's been throughout his career. Let's hope he does come back. But, boy, he's been
Trying desperately to hang on to that last podium position. Crew Halliday would love nothing more than to be able to draft him to the line. As they come out, it is Maxwell that crosses the line, takes another victory. Wayne Maxwell, the 2021 Alpine Stars Superbike champion, and also to Glenn Allerton, who will now take second. A little crazy.
Yeah, maybe, but he has ridden well. But
and he's been consistent across every race too.
Whole weekend. Absolutely incredible stuff. Jack Miller, thanks for coming as well.
Earlier on in the day, so good to see that. That was actually his second podium of the year. We forgot about his podium at the first. Talking to KP very shortly down there in the AMX Superstores podium area.
What do you think?
I hope he comes back next year and goes round again on board that Boost Mobile Racing with K-Tech team.
Benny Burke, good result for him. Jack Davis, the South Australian, takes 12. West, who didn't finish, and also Lachlan Evans, who pulled into the pits. And there's Jack Miller doing a motocross style.
Here to the Bend Motorsport Park this weekend, just with the hope of maybe seeing Jack Miller up close, getting a selfie.
He's got something going on. He's got a plan. That is sensational. Top stuff.
Talked to everyone that wanted to have a chat, and there's been plenty of them as well.
Yep, he is a real superhero. There we go. 3 championships, made no mistakes. And look at that. That's a burnout, right? Absolutely fantastic.
How good is it for Glenn Allerton and Wayne Maxwell to be...
It all happened last minute, didn't it? So for it to happen last minute like that, we just, once again say thank you very much.
Rescue.
Yeah.
Motorcycle Insurance Australian Superbike Championships presented by